Konene, so jana kuna vile Octopizzo alibaki ame-announce that atarun for MP wa Kibra, and alienda pa get like mixed reaction. But the interesting thing about this announcement was, when I first saw it, I didn't think it was an announcement. Till nione kwa Kenyans, niko na musician Henry Ohanga, alias Octopizzo, announces bid for Kibra constituency MP. So, maybe nilikuwa nimecheki because I'd just seen a post on his Twitter ama X account, na kwa hiyo X account alikuwa ameandika tuchukueni kura bana jo, then akaandika real change starts with us. Registration isn't just paperwork, it's power. It's how communities that have been overlooked finally speak for themselves and shape the future. I stand on a foundation of poverty-conscious leadership and integrity-driven service because dignity, opportunity, and honest leadership should never be luxuries for the few. Your vote is your voice. Register, show up, participate. For those who believe in community-driven leadership and real solutions, the time for theory is over. Kibra community deserves representation built on integrity and impact. Alafu akabaki ameseti picha yake hapo. Alafu ilikuwa interesting sana because as I said, he received mixed reaction. So the mixed reaction was, there's something I've said about Kenya where we like, wajua mse yote ki turn up tunataka ku try ku shit on their dream, but kuna wase walienda pa appreciate mse kama Billy the Goat Crazy Nairobian alisema Octo for number 8 MP. Okay, then kuna nani tena, kuna mse fulani hapa alienda akiansweriwa na Amenya, and let's see what he'd said. Alikuwa ameandika, if voting really worked they would not let you do it. Hao ni wale wasa wanakuwaga extra work, unajua wale wasa ukuambiaga there's always something hidden somewhere. So Amenya kabaki amemwambia stupid propaganda that keeps voter apathy high. Last election Ruto won with a mere 200,000 votes. Less than 1 million youths voted, whereas 8 million registered youth were there. Then akasema hamuoni venye mnabebe wa akili. Then kuna mse fulani anajita Dugudichi alikuwa amesema, you got a thin skin to survive in the murky waters of politics. You can't take an innocent criticism online without blocking your critics, and you want to take that attitude in politics, you'll always be fist fighting your opponents. And before tanisome vile Octo alimwanza, acha nimwambie, I'm one of the few Kenyans wale wako blocked by His Excellency William Samoei Ruto. Why? Because I never boarded the bus. Even when they used to be crying in church, I never bought it. A lot of you bought it. And yeah, that's why I'm never surprised. I think that's why maybe I judge Ruto less harshly, because I'm there like I expected this. This is what I expected. Najua, using his track record, I expected this. But remember around that time vile kwa tunambua Ruto ni mzuri, dynasty buda, ni dynasty. Sasa hizi Shalini ni part of dynasty ama Shalini na wewe mko same level. Akaza vile George Ruto kama matri si dynasty, si ndio? Okay. But so umse wa criticism, because vile nimesema mwaga niko blocked na hiyo account, niko blocked na account ya Kagame. Yes, Samia, I don't even want to engage it. Hiyo nimeamua tu wacha nilenge. So ikakuwa Buddha Dugudichi, usijichoche sana. I'm always open to constructive criticism. It's part of leadership and growth. What I don't entertain, however, is bullying or disrespect disguised as criticism. There's a big difference between the two. You actually don't know the thickness of my skin. Maybe you should try me. I've been working with my community through real struggles long before politics was even part of the conversation. I've faced tougher battles than online comments, and I'm still here, standing firm and focused. Leadership isn't about tolerating abuse. It's about listening, learning, and leading with respect even when we disagree. I'll continue to engage positively, but I'll also continue protecting my space from negativity that adds no value to the vision. Done. Okay. Talking of that, maybe anakuaga hivyo. Like, funny thing is I don't block people. That's just one thing that I don't do, but I'll drag someone through the mud. Like ukikujaga na za hovyo jo, tunapelekana kajito mbera haraka hiza jo. Kuna saa zingine talk shit and I'm actually happy with my own shit. Nyamisa Chelagat works with the Maraga campaign. Yalikuwa ameandika, yes, most young people need to come out and take up political space. And yes, kuna mse alikuwa nini, kuna demo anasema leading with respect even when you disagree. I like that. If you keep that, you might have me change my mind and vote you in. Unajua, so ni Morina alikuwa anasema so kulikuwa na hiyo. And what I can say is, man, Octo, good luck. Octo is one of the realest. Hii channel yetu pia mi ucredit Octo, like vile Octo alikujaga hapa tukabaki tumemu interview. He is one of the few people who went back and really shared the video, and that pushed us from 1300 subscribers to how much, 1300 to was it 10,000 in less than 2 weeks. And that's something that's really rare for artists to like retweet stuff that you've done with them, even like a podcast. So he did that. Inakuonyesha tu ni vile ni, it's a very humble dude. And and then sisi wote tunajuaga Octo for number 8. Imekuwaga even when he's launching albums, ni number 8 this, number 8 that. Albums are launched, videos are launched on the 8th of August at 2 p.m. That's Octopizzo for you. So even just for that, the fact that all he talks about ni Kibra means that he's the right guy for Kibra. If you disagree with him, that's democracy. You're allowed to disagree with him. Najua tuko Tanzania kule lazima ukwe CCM. So good luck to Octo, and hopefully wasa Kibra watawake wamemchagua. Unajua wataona like this is one of their own, cause I doubt if that Odero character is one of their own. Ule raya pelekea Ruto takataka, hiyo raya I doubt kama ni raya huko. But tukitoka hapo wacha turuke TZ kidogo. So TZ of course kamekuwa kakichacha kuchacha, and before that check vile kamekuwa kakichacha, kuna video nilifanya on Sunday and I was mocking najua these two prophets that we have left, right and center. And I think nikifanya hiyo video I made a mistake and I ended up including 2 videos that were AI. But the interesting thing with that is the fact that I actually thought they were real, because I've seen pastors in high heels. Everything else pastor kulambisha watu vidole chafu, that was real. What else was real? Kulikuwa na ule pastor wa US kuomba $1066 because God yuko na pending bills. Mlisikia hivyo jo, God yuko karibu kufungiwa hao heaven. Usipotoa $1,066 God atafungiwa mlango. So but nikimalizia video, one of the people that I talked about was Ezekiel. And Ezekiel is just one of those very funny and interesting prophets. Why? Because he does a lot of guesswork, and when you do guesswork, sometimes it lands, sometimes it never lands. And the worst thing about guesswork is there is no critical thinking involved in it. Mi kama Prophet Habakkuk na kuwaga na zangu. Nakumbuka ukienda watch video ya Wednesday, I think it'll drop Thursday night, when I talked about Tanzania, I said Samia was going to employ maximum violence. Even I myself, as I was using the name maximum, I never thought she'd take it to that level. But one thing I'll never do is to predict something without using any logic. And that's what happened to Buddha. So early this year, I don't know kama ni early this year, aliulizwa a predict, a few months ago, aliulizwa a predict what was going to happen to inaitwa nini Tanzania. Jo, kuna elections that are going to happen in Tanzania. Wacha tusikize jo. Pastor Ezekiel, unabii kuhusu uchaguzi wa Tanzania 2024 ishapata 214,000 views, while the real prophet Habakkuk hampati hizo views jo. Why? Because I tell you the truth. I'll tell you that prayer doesn't work, because if God knows everything, prayer would mean him changing his mind. But he knows everything and he has that master plan for you. So if you're going through thug work, don't worry, that thug work has a meaning. The meaning might be more thug work, but it has a meaning. Wacha tusikize upuzi ya Pastor Ezekiel. So hii ni yeye after ulizwe hii swali, ama let me just start from scratch ndio siseme sikuweka swali. Wacha niweke swali pia.
Kuja kwenye jambo la kitaifa, Tanzania tunaingia kwenye uchaguzi. Mwaka huu. Tunaomba mtuombe.
I pray that you may pray for our nation.
Wa Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Congo, Southern Sudan,
Southern Sudan,
and the Sudan also, East Africa,
East
and
Africa.
Somalia. Tunaomba mtuombee sana.
That God may
Ajili ya
help us
nchi yetu.
country. He's asking Pastor to pray for their nation. They are having election this year.
So the first thing ningesema of course ni prayer doesn't work. So poleni man, I hate doing this, but this guy went to church and asked God to intervene because he was seeing a very dark cloud coming on to Tanzania. But prayer doesn't work, and prayer is very convenient. Ulicheki Mother Samia when she was being crowned alisema thanks to Mwenyezi Mungu. Okay, wewe ule unalilia familia yako kama uko tizeni unaniwatch, most probably unalilia Mwenyezi Mungu. But the reality is earth is run by man, and that means the politics of earth. The only time that man has no control is nature. Nature does not give two about human beings. That's why a lion will eat you for dinner. You'll think you're special, but a lion does not think you're special. And but hey, sorry for the rant. So umesikia, they asked for prayer for Tanzania, which I'd never asked for. Why? Because sorry to hurt your feelings. But now wacha tusikize nabii. Unajua, the person who tells you that prayer works. Let's hear what he said.
Kuhusu Tanzania.
About Tanzania.
Tanzania mtapiga kura kama leo.
In Tanzania you will vote like today.
Baada ya siku 3 itakaa ni kama mkupiga kura. Maisha itakuwa inaendelea. Jiandaeni kuishi maisha ya amani tu.
After 3 days it will be as if you never voted. Life will continue as normal. Prepare to live peaceful life as usual.
Jiandaeni kuishi maisha ya usiwe na wasiwasi.
Don't
worry ya Tanzania.
Don't worry about Tanzania.
Unajua mimi ninapoomba,
you know, when I pray,
siendangi na msisimuko.
I never go by emotions.
Okay, mnasikia hivyo. When I pray, remember when I talked about what prayer does? I'm sorry. Prayer is one of those very interesting things because it's something that we are taught as kids. And different kids are taught different things. So mnakumbuka kwa the video that I did on Sunday, I put the Chinese woman, and the Chinese woman was talking about how in China they don't believe in God, but they're taught to believe in hard work. And akabonga, that's the reason why China has really developed. A lot of us go to China to buy stuff, come and sell to Africa, then we pray to God to make us richer. And we'll try and justify it. We'll be like, Buddha and God, like we don't want, because 1 minute tunasema that the only way is Jesus Christ. The next minute inakuwa, as long as you believe in something, where did all this come from? All this can't come from nothing. Then you're unasema, if all this can't come from nothing, then where did God come from? God was always there. Then no, the universe was always there. This is all that's been, and this is all that will ever be. The cosmos. But I'm not trying to Nini. Let's just go back to masikia vile mejisifu na stories za kupray. And as I told you, 214,000 views. People watching nonsense. Why? Because Africans would rather watch this than watch something that would help them advance in life. And what is advancing in life? Just work and hope for the best. Najua luck inaweza work out for you. If you get a place where you have some success, push yourself as much as possible. But anything that is going to be divine intervention, you're being lied to. When it comes to divine intervention, either God hates Africa or God does not exist. Why? God hates Africa because Africa always has conflict. What's happening in Sudan? Don't those people pray? What happened in Rwanda? Like for a very big chunk of the population ended up dying. What happened in Kenya when people are being burnt in a church? That's a holy place. If gods existed, what would happen is holy places would never catch fire. That's just the logical thing. Najua. And but so wacha tuendelea. Amesema yeye akiomba kunaga emotions. Hiyo msisimuko siko nafikiri nini. Of course it's nonsense. This guy is a con man and he's trying to make money. Just doing guesswork. All I say, all preachers are con men. Even the ones who are not trying to make money are con men. Why? Angalia wale wako wale wako the Vatican, the ones who abstain, what do they end up doing? They end up doing things to boys that they are not supposed to do. And then you look at just these other ones, the ones performing miracles, nonsense miracles. They never go to a hospital and perform the same miracles. Somehow they can cure the sick, but they can't go where the sick are. How does that make logic? Inafaa kuwa raya kaa hii inaenda kanisa, nini kwa naitwa nini? Inaweza kuwa inaenda wapi jo pale Kenyatta hosi. Inasema nimekuja kwa jina la Yesu Kristo, nimekuja kuponya kila mtu. Kila mtu anapona. Damn. Mimi yenyewe kuna wase wagaona sema that one day nitakuwa nikipreach, and I'd love to preach. I'd love to preach, and if God gave me a superpower, when a healing powers like in a prophet or real healing powers, how would I want them? I would not want it to be something usual. I'd want it to be something that requires faith. Najua. So nakuja kwako na kuambia, unaamini kweli? Nikikwambia uko na kansa na inaweza kuponya, unaamini? Uko, yes naamini. Prophet Habakkuk, naamini niponye kutoka saratani. Hii saratani imetoka kwa Saitani, sawa. Yesu Kristo ameniambia kuwa nafaa kunyamba tu vizuri, unusa yote, alafu ugonjwa wa saratani itaisha. Sasa japo na unaniona pale kwa kona nikiwa na maharagwe na mayai boilo. Waita unamaliza kushuta kansa yako imeisha. Cheki jo, imani ni muhimu sana, and faith can move mountains. Wacha to go back to prayer ya Pastor Ezekiel.
Huwa naangalia raia,
I look for the citizens
na kesho ya taifa.
and the tomorrow of the nation.
That is what guides me into prayer.
Hiyo ndicho namaanisha katika kuomba.
Si endangi na mzee. Hapana.
I don't pray emotionally, pastor says. He never do that.
Hiyo ndio maana siku moja nilichukua bendera ya Kenya nikaenda nayo kwa madhabahu yangu nikaambia Mungu, nchi yangu ijue amani.
That's why one day pastor took the Kenya flag and went with it to his altar and told God, may my nation know peace.
So hapo unapiga makofi Diani. Like what has been said. And when has Kenya known peace? Was it early this year when we were being shot in the streets? How peaceful was that? Was it last year? Was it in 2023 when the ones who were protesting with the sufurias were shot in their head? Was it 2022 when part of the country erupted and was not happy with Ruto winning and they were shot in the head? Was it 2020 when there was a crackdown and there was a curfew and some people are still shot? So hii peace tunaongea ni nini? Ama is it just because there's no war? Because even in Tanzania right now they'll say there's peace. Why? People are starting to go back to normal life even after all that bloodshed. So is that peace? Why are we clapping? I don't know.
Kenya sikudanganya.
Kenya, I don't lie to you.
Si mtaenda kura 2027.
Will you not go and vote in the year 2027?
Mtamuka tu na mtaenda kitambo ifike saa tano na nusu usiku mtakuwa mshajua nani amechukua. Itakuwa imeisha hivyo na hakuna mtu ataenda streets.
You just wake up, go and vote, and by 11 p.m.
Any nonsense. It happen Kenya. Is it something that's plausible and is it something that can happen? Yes. When I sit down with Ethekon, I want to ask him if this is going to be the first time that we can know the result before we go and sleep. Because this nonsense of counting 700 votes taking 3 days makes no sense. Is it going to happen? No, it won't happen. That's just the way it is. But, so yeah, that was the fake prophecy from Pastor Ezekiel. Do I blame him? No, I don't blame him. You know why? Because hata saizi mtakuwa kwa comments mkiniambia ni AI. Why? Because you'd rather think that the Chinese man who does not believe is in a very bad position, and you, because you believe, you're in a good position. And but do you actually believe? Because if you believe that your God is all-knowing, then why do you pray? Why are you making him change his perfect mind? He already had a plan, najua, and his plan is the best. So Ekonene, nimeinterrupt show kukuremind juu ya Lemfi. Kama uko US ama Canada na unataka kutuma do Kenya, register kwa Lemfi ukitumia promo code Ekonene. Hii itakuguarantee $20 cashback on your first $100 transaction. Alafu pia time una register, make sure umetick the 2 check boxes za notifications ndio ukireceive info about amazing offers through newsletters. Na pia usijali, Lemfi hawatumagi hizi letters za, yani unajua like ma messages za kipumbavu. Pia usisahau, every time una transact $50 and above una earn points. Na the more una transact, the more points you earn and you can redeem them as cash ile time unatuma pesa. Alafu pia kitu nanibamba kabisa ni saizi ukitumia Lemfi unabaki umelipa pay bills na till numbers directly. That means unabaki umehandle bills za maparo wako ukiwa hizo maside za States ama maside za Canada. Alafu pia we mwenyewe as a Lemfi user baki umetafuta ile button imeandikwa get USD $20, ubaki umeinvite mabeste zako, na ukiinvite mabeste zako on their first $100 transaction unapata pesa ngapi? $20 cashback. So unangoja nini? Baki umechangamka, ingia Lemfi. Lemfi, international payments for everyone. Ekonene. Why am I saying that the Lord has a plan and his plan is the best? Still sticking na Tanzania, Diamond Platnumz. Mwenyezi Mungu ndio mpanga wa yote na hapajatokea jambo pasipo yeye kutaka. Na kila jambo hutokea kwa sababu inshallah. Na kwenye hili Mwenyezi Mungu atujalie sababu yenye baraka kubwa kwa taifa letu. Atujalie amani zaidi ya tuliyokuwa nayo mwanzo. Atujalie upendo zaidi, umoja zaidi, mshikamano, kupendana, maendeleo, na azilaze roho za waliotangulia mahala pema peponi. Amen. Diamond Platnumz. So according to Diamond, God knew that people were going to be shot in the streets in Tanzania. And he thought that's the right thing that should happen. Kuna msee nimechekia amesema that bro wake alipigwa risasi ya tumbo, akaanguka chini and he was crying. Najua inaitwa ni writhing in pain. Ukarawaka kama kamwongeza another bullet. And yeah, that was God's plan. Sindio? Kumbuka, Diamond amesema hivyo. So you want to disagree with Diamond, and Diamond believes in God and you believe in God. Nacheki. And this is the card that's used, that religious card, and it's really used in Africa, and it gets to my last nerve. Because I always wonder what used to happen before the white man and the Arab came and told us this version of their God. Because African gods were really interesting. There's a reason why tulikuwaga nomads and pastoralists and what. Because we used to look at stuff. Like when things were not going well, we'd move. We'd be like, hapa kiendi po, acha tuende hivi. Alafu tukitoka kwa Diamond, acha tuangalie Nandi. Alafu tukishatoka kwa Nandi, tuenda kwa bibi ya Nandi. Does it make sense? Tuenda bibi ya Nandi. Okay. So Nandi alikuwa ameandika, natoa pole za dhati kwa familia, ndugu na Watanzania wote. Mungu awape faraja waliopoteza wapendwa wao, na tupe sote hekima, amani na umoja kwa taifa letu katika wakati huu. No one is crying out for justice. Everyone wants peace and mahali pema peponi. There's no life after death. That's a story for another day. So udemi kwa married to Iraya anaitwa Bilnas. So Iraya ni rais ya kawaida. So pia ilikuwa inajichocha, inashinda ikipost vile inapenda ule mother. Alafu what happened? Rais ka jams kenda up zimeban store ya umse. So store inaitwa Nengatronics. So Iraya jo imebaki nika disable Instagram yake. Of course I think you can disable it and come back. So disable imeenda kujificha. I think inataka temperatures za TZ zibaki zimeenda chini kidogo. So yes, that's Nengatronics for you. And Diamond, kita kujua vile Diamond is a piece of shit. Iraya ilirudisha ile poster ya ule mother. Ya tunatiki, najua. Hiyo poster kwa Instagram yake, kuza alikuwa ameificha. When things got really thick, alikuwa ameificha. And and personally, this is something I'm going to say. I don't think I'll ever enjoy a Diamond song again. And it's very interesting because just that, I don't think I'll ever enjoy. Like it's one thing, watu kujam, like you didn't know. Watu wamejam, ukatoa post. It's another thing to return it. And people will be like, oh, he's afraid, he's nini. ile ishafanyika. I don't think this crazy witch of a president right now cares about Diamond. That crazy witch is busy thinking about how to make the rest of the world believe that she won 98%. I don't think she cares about Diamond. So for him to put back your post, fanya nimemkosea heshima kabisa. But tukimalizia, acha nimalizia na hii story jo. Kuna hii story nicheki ilikuwa imepostiwa na certain white dude on X. So ilikuwa ni the quarter of foreign sex offenders come from 5 countries. So this is the UK. Then kasema percentage of people held in jail for sex offenses by nationality. Number 1, Bangladeshi. Bangladeshi naelewa, hiyo ni country ya, unajua, it's a semi-religious country and it's an Islamic country, so sex is really demonized. So I expect this nonsense. Kenya, man. Kenya. Tuko number 2 kwa crimes za ngono. Nyasi yenyewe niangusha jo. Kuna raya na expect, Syrian na expect, Sudanese na expect. Najua, kuna zile vitu na expect. Eritrean, Ethiopia, I don't know about those ones. But Syrian na expect. Hizi ni raya kabla zikuja place kama Nini azijuagi hata dema na kaaji. But yes, kawe ni Mkenya jo. Na uko Brito. Wana try kucommit hizi crimes za ngono. Hakuna crime waga low kama crime ya ngono. Like you do not deserve any sort of, how can I put it, sympathy. Crime ya ngono ni crime ya kipumbavu. So yeah, somehow wa Kenya mko huko Brito mna commit crimes za ngono. Commit crimes zingine za kipumbavu. But yeah, it is what it is. So jiachilieni hapo kwa comment mkiniplichia. I know a few of you raya za kuniandikia kuniambia, you can this but do not this my God, he helps me. Alafu musemaga hata usi argue na mimi, just go pray about it. Alafu kikuja kesho, wacha tutumie time ya Octopizzo kesho saa 8 exactly. Ukikuja unajua because you prayed, nitakuwa nikisema Jesus is Lord. Iko nene.